In today's show, I'm getting outside with my mother, and we'll show you how even with her disability, she was able to help me create a beautiful, tranquil little surprise garden so that we can sit out together and enjoy the birds, the flowers, and the sun. Since the weather is warm now, I want to start taking my mother outside. So I went out and got some flowers to plant on the side of the house where we sit during the summer and the spring. In my pots, I planted some lantana, I planted some marigolds, I planted creeping jenny, and some petunias to make it really nice and pretty for when we come out to get some sun.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. I love these flowers. What kind of flowers would you like to see there?
So I've mentioned this before, but my mother has dementia, so I never know what type of mood she's going to be in. But the one thing that really makes her feel good is getting outside in the sun. She loves it so much. She can just sit out here for hours and she would comment on how beautiful the sky and the trees are. It really calms her down and puts her in a really good mood. So she is loving the flowers in a pot, but we noticed directly across from us, there's nothing there but the neighbor's fence. And I asked her if she'd like to see some pretty flowers, something we could look at, and what type of flowers she might like to see there. So I asked her if she would like to help me plant a little garden there so we have something pretty to look at. And she said yes. She remembered that she used to like to plant flowers and do gardening. So she said she would be happy to help me with that. So I was so excited. I went out and got some flowers, and I got a bird feeder stand. I got bird feeders. I even got a hummingbird feeder. So the first thing I did was to clear out that area, and I made sort of a circular opening about 5 feet around. Then I followed the instructions to put the bird feeder stand up. This stand that I got was about 7 feet, and it has 4 hooks to hang bird feeders and plants and whatever you want. So I put it up right in the center of the circle. So now we have a space ready for our flowers. So she really did like the colors that I put in the pots around where we sit. The yellows, purples, and the pinks. So I just went to Lowe's and I found these beautiful pink kalanchoes. I got yellow lantanas, and I got this purple woodland sage. So I think I'm going to place these in the center around the pole and put little flowers around those in the front. And tomorrow morning we should be ready to put these in the ground. I got a couple of flats of purple and yellow flowers and a couple of large plastic plant saucers. And on this table right now, I'm filling the plant saucers with some soil because this is where I think my mother can help with the gardening. Okay, Mama, so we're gonna plant some flowers all around there. We're gonna plant flowers all around that pole there. So I want you to pretend that this is the flower bed. In the center there's the pole, and around here we're going to put these flowers. Okay, so I want you to arrange them the way you want them. I want you to arrange the flowers the way you want them to be out there. I'm going to transplant them over there. You're going to plant them right here. So what I want you to do is take this, squeeze the bottom of it like that, and then gently lift the flower up. And I want you to plant it in here, where you want it, okay, like that. Just make a little space and put it here. And if you want to like alternate them, do maybe some yellow and then do a purple one. You're just going to squeeze the bottom of it and then lift it out like this, gently. And then make a little hole here. So if you want to put, all of the yellows up front and then the purple in the back, but I want you to like go around, turn it and go around and plant them like that. Can you do that? Okay. So I'm gonna put the purple ones on this side. I'm gonna put the yellow ones on this side. And I want you to put them in here the way you want them to look out there. And then when you finish, I'm going to go put them in the ground over there. Okay? So my mother had a couple of strokes, and since that and the dementia, she doesn't talk a lot. But she does enjoy getting into projects. Like I said, she loves doing the jewelry, and she loves getting outside. So this is a project that will help work her hands. Since she has limited movement in her right hand, we like to work it as much as possible. I'm just amazed at how well she's using her right hand now, and I think it's because of these projects. The old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, I think is very true. It's also true that if you use a part of your body that's not working well, your body knows that it needs to be used, and it will do everything it can to repair that part of your body. So I set this up on the table so she can work in the shade and not have to get out on her knees in the heat, and she can still have fun working to design her own garden. So while she's busy working on this, I will be getting out in the sun to plant those larger flowers in the ground around the stand. So my mother is all finished designing the placement of the little flowers that are going to go in the front. So I'm digging little holes and I'm placing them in the ground in the same order that she has them, sort of evenly spaced around the larger flowers that I just planted. These are violet petunias and yellow African marigolds. Now that I have all the flowers in the ground, I'm just going to cover these with the rest of the topsoil. And to finish the planting off, I'm covering the soil with dark brown mulch to protect the soil and the roots and to keep the moisture in and make this area look nice and neat. Now let's go fill up my new hummingbird feeder and the bird feeder and hang it up on our stand. Now since we're attracting birds, I'd also like to have a little bird bath. So I found this old planter under my deck, and of course it's too deep for a bird bath, but I think if I put a bowl on top, it might make a nice little bird bath. I can just glue this on top, either the silver one or I have this pretty plate that will make it look very elegant. It'll match the flowers. I don't know. Mom, which one do you like? So she says she prefers this one. So this one it is. So I am going to glue the plate to the planter and sort of bury the bottom part of the planter into the ground, just in case squirrels or anything else tries to jump on it to get water, it won't fall down. So I also found these rocks in the yard to finish it off. I'm going to decorate it with some rocks around the flowers. I think it makes it look really pretty. And I'm going to look for more rocks and maybe cover the border, just go around the outside border with some rocks. But I think this is going to be a nice little place we can enjoy watching the birds, bathe and feed. We'll call this Mama's Garden. And every spring we can plant new flowers and enjoy sitting out in the sun, watching the flowers and the birds and talking. Now, like I mentioned before, my mother doesn't talk much, but when we do sit outside, she opens up a lot more. And I've asked her about her past, about her childhood, how life was when she was younger. And her life for her was not great, so she doesn't have a lot of good memories. Growing up with my mother, she never talked about her past, but she was very strong. She was very kind. She always made sure we had everything we needed. She always protected us. She was a really good mother and a good woman. But through my conversations with her, I realized that she didn't have good relationships. She didn't have people she could trust. Didn't have people who treated her kindly, and she wasn't protected the way she should have been. So now with the dementia, all the fears and the pain she had locked away inside are now coming up. So what I try to do when we sit outside and talk is to create new, better, beautiful memories for her. And the way I do that is I would say things like, if you had the perfect best friend, what would she be like? What would she look like? What are some of the things you two would do together? And I have her tell me a story about the things that she would love to have in a friend and she would love to do. And the same with her relationships. If you had a perfect boyfriend, perfect husband, what would he be like? What are some of the things he would say to you? And how would you feel? And what would you do together? And I get a chance to see her light up and close her eyes and imagine and smile and laugh and talk about all the things that she loves. And hopefully if we do enough of this, I'm hoping that it will overshadow all the bad memories and be something that she could look forward to and finally feel safe and happy. So here's to creating great moments and great memories for all of us. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Guess what, everyone? I have a new home decor and home furnishing store. Go to shop.yourhouseahome.com and you'll find beautiful, unique pieces to make your house a beautiful home. And for all my viewers, use the discount code TSD20 to get 20% off at checkout. Want more detailed instructions on some of these projects? On my Etsy store, for just a few dollars, you can get instant digital downloads of full-color step-by-step instructions with templates for some of your favorite projects. And check out my Amazon page where you can pick up my Book of Elegant Home Crafts, Volume 1, with all your favorite projects together in one big, beautiful, colored step-by-step instruction book. You can also get separate e-project booklets and full-color printed project booklets, all on my Amazon page. You'll also see all my favorite crafting tools and supplies seen on this show, and you can add them all to your cart for the one-click, fast, and easy shopping delivery convenience of Amazon. On social media, follow me at Your House of Home and Your House of Home TV. Like, share, subscribe, and your support is so appreciated.